Welcome to my YouTube channel, Maths with Ease by Mr. Kamotho. And now that we have understood the fractional indices, I would want us to just try out a few questions in exercise 3 star. Start with the number 5, 6, 13, and 14. And let us see. We know the general law of the fractional index when a number a is raised to power m over n. And this is now m over n is an index which is a fraction. We always look at the denominator, which is n, and we go for the nth root of a, after which we raise everything to the numerator, which is m. And let us go. If we have 81 raised to power 3 over 4, 81 raised to power 3 over 4, we have to look for the fourth root, since 4 is at the denominator position, the fourth root of 81, after which we raise everything to 3. And let us consult our calculator and see what is the fourth root of, what is the fourth root of 81? What is that? It is 3. Now, 3 raised to power 3, all of us know this is 27. So, this is 3 raised to power 3, which is 27. And that is the response to question number 5. Let's look at question number 6. Negative 125 raised to power 2 over 3. We have to take great care here because 125 itself is negative. So as much as we are going to look for the cube root, which is, because the 3 is at the denominator, it will be the cube root of negative 125, after which we will square. But the cube root of negative number has to be a negative number. So you'll have to use the calculator properly. We talk about the cube root shift of negative 125 is itself negative 5. The cube root of negative 125 is negative 5. So it is now this negative 5 that we must square. And care has to be taken here. Naturally, if you just talk about negative 5 squared, like you would pick a calculator and have negative 5 squared, look what you're going to achieve. You're going to achieve negative 25, which is actually not the case. Please note that if you are squaring a negative number, or even cubing a negative number, or raising a negative number by any power, remember to put the bracket, because even the negative itself is being squared. And therefore, we can see, let's have the bracket of negative 5, close bracket, and then square everything, you will get positive 25. So the answer here is positive 25. And that is it. Number 13 is solve for x. We are expected to solve for x. Let's see what we have in number 13. Solve for x. We have 7 raised to power x is equals to 4, the fourth root of 7, which is again cubed. And in this one, we just realized that before the 4 came to this position, it was in the fractional index at the denominator position. So we know 7 raised to power x is equals to 7 raised to power 3 over 4. And now that you can already see that the two sides, the left-hand side is equals to the right-hand side, and that the bases are the same, then it goes without saying that the indices must also be equal. So directly x is equals to 3 over 4. And that is the end of that question, number 13. Let us now go to question number 14, whereby we have the fifth root of 5, which is equals to 25 raised to power x. Again, we realize the position of this 5. It was a fifth root, and therefore we have to rewrite it in its right position as an index now, 5 raised to power 1 over 5 is equals to, and because we want the bases to be the same so that we can compare the two sides, we can write 25 into base 5 in terms of 5 squared. That is 25. It is this 5 squared which is raised to power x. And already you can see that 5 raised to power 1 over 5 is equals to 5 raised to power 2x, according to a certain law that we have the product of those indices, 2x. And it goes without saying that the left-hand side is equals to the right-hand side, and the bases are the same. So it goes without saying that also the indices, which is now a fifth, has to be equals to 2x. So by all means, we have to remember that. So 2x is equals to a fifth. So what is x? Divide by 2 divided by 2. And dividing by 2 is like multiplying by the reciprocal of the divisor, meaning x is equals to a fifth times 1 over 2, which is easily a tenth. So by all means, x is equals to a tenth. And that is the end of the story. Please subscribe, follow, and share, and let us work together. Thank you.